In today's video, I'm going to talk about the vegetarian debate, which is how it seems to go on forever and it never gets anywhere. I'm going to explain why it never will get anywhere and will go on forever. And then you will feel better, like I do. I've been in the debate for about 6 years, pretty heavy on the internet. Like I explained in a previous video, I spend a lot of time just trying to clarify the facts. So first off, the situation with a whole bunch of people looking down at a diet that has no meat in it, when they're obviously ignorant about the whole topic. These people usually don't know much about nutrition. So this debate is not what it seems at first glance. At first glance, it seems like people simply have a view that meat is because, meat contains more of some nutrients. Then there's B12, which is a legitimate issue. Meat does contain it, and plants do not. Of course, we experienced vegans know the deeper story behind that. The reason animals have B12 is because animals make B12. We're animals. We're not meant to eat B12. We make it. We make a lot of things. Also, people got this notion that meat is muscle, and so if you don't eat muscle, you're not going to have much muscle. Yeah, just yesterday, someone commented on one of my videos that I lack muscle tone. That was all they could say. Muscle tone. And they probably didn't know I'm 45 years old. And I never had muscle tone. It doesn't run in the family. No one eats eyeballs, but we all have them. That's chemistry. And it just requires a little thinking. And it was in high school. That's just a little part of it. You know, people know that there's a lot of people that don't eat meat. But what gets them arguing is a whole different story. One reason people argue against it is simply they are protecting themselves. They're protecting how people view them. If you got people who are not eating meat, but they are, all of a sudden it doesn't look good. But then there's ego involved. You have to wonder what gives these people these views. Why do people think meat is important? It is because that's what they've heard. But you might be saying, so they're passing it along from other people who had that view. No. Where all this originates, this is all made up as propaganda to be put out there into the world. Why might the low-carb Atkins diet be propaganda? A lot of people have been moving away from animal products since the 90s. And so the meat industry, dairy industry, have been losing money. And so they would have a reason to want to promote such a diet, but if you're eating low carb, you're most likely to be eating more animal products. It's just business. A multi-billion-dollar business. So when you factor in the money involved and misinformation, well, that reminds me of how Senator Rand Paul said just recently, misinformation works. Yes, a politician would know that. Factor in all that, this debate will never go away. And this is something we simply have to live with as the downside to living on such a high level. Yeah, they call us elitists. It's an elitist diet. Even fruit is an elitist food. A lot of people can't afford it. It's falling off the trees all over Africa, India. So they call us elitists. And they said it. That's their words. That's what they really think. People give themselves away with their own words. They realize that this diet is above the way they eat. But they don't want to do it. That's another thing. It seems like meat is really hard to give up for some people. But we have to keep trying. We have to keep the word out there for people who are willing to change. And there will be more of those coming out. And also young people are more willing. So to help this video get to people, it helps to give it a thumbs up. It's higher in the search results, and posting comments too. Even does that. And I learned this from Dan, the Life Regenerator, who you can see he's always asking for the likes, and the subscribes, and and share this video on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram or whatever. I don't know about Instagram yet. That's how he got bigger than he should be. And I think I should be big. So get virtually active, take action, get it going, and keep on watching.